Thank you. Please be seated, sir. Let me first apologize that this is one day I would have loved to be here throughout. I do know that Wike did not organize this. The organizing committee did not take cognizance of those of us in Abuja. Otherwise, I mentioned to him, why didn't you plead with them to bring it to Abuja? He said, no, am I from Abuja? so that is just a Wike for you. Am I from Abuja? So the good people of Rivers said, you have a jewel in your son, just a Wike. My colleagues have been introduced, but I think Senator Jimmy Kuta was not introduced. He's the chairman of the Senate Committee on Area Councils. And of course, the chairman of Narcotics and Drugs and former governor of Gombe State, His Excellency Dan Kwambo, is also here. We have a lot of them. We have also my brother, the Civil Senator Akpabio, NDDC chairman in the Senate, and our leader, the Civil Senator Wike, the deputy majority leader. We have Dr. Kaila, distinguished senator from Bauchi of the PDP extraction, where Nyesom Wike belongs. And we have also, in fact, even the guest lecturer, Prof, is the House of Representatives leader in the Senate, Professor Humber, intellectually sagacious, always on point. May God continue to keep your brain vibrant. And thank you for the vibrant lecture. Senator Ositangu is the only senator that survived in Southeast. He is of the PDP extraction, but others, because of disobedience of the voters, the whole of Enugu is the only one. Thank God, Governor, his then governor is also here. In fact, in the whole Southeast, yes, he's the only one that survived in PDP. So, but Ojikalo is APC. Betera, allow me to talk. Betera is the chairman FCT in the House of Representatives, and my brother, Orwell. Orwell is from here, Orwell Nyezu. And so many other distinguished senators. I have seen also Senator Sekibo and many other senators who are here. Let me recognize now the man of the moment, the celebrant, my brother, Senator. I hope I don't make that mistake again. Right Honorable, because he was local government chairman, Right Honorable Minister Nyesom Wike, the Minister of Ministers. And the Wike successor, my young brother, my young son, Jordan Nyesom Wike. I recognize you on behalf of the entire family. I'm very happy that you are here to witness this. The Honorable Minister of State for FCT and our spouse, distinguished ministers, including Lopobri, the Managing Director of NDDC, and all the chieftains of NDDC who are here, the Right Honorable Speaker, Rivers said, oh, he's here? I thought the government, I'm very happy to hear. I'm very happy to hear that the Right Honorable Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly is here. The Right Honorable Speaker, I'm sure you are here with many of your members. They are all over. Oh my God. So the government is complete then. You don't because for those of you who may not understand politics, we were taught even while in school that the parliament can turn a woman into a man and a man into a woman. And as a governor, my greatest fear was my House of Assembly. So because of that, I never travel anywhere without my speaker. So anytime I don't see him for a day, I'll send somebody to his house to find out. So he can come, yes, so he can come and have lunch with me. Then I'll use idea to look at his face, whether he was happy with me or not. So, because the only place that can hurt a governor is the House of Assembly. And no court, no democracy can stop that from happening. I hope you know that. So,
as he dey bend down, he dey sweet us. As he dey sweet us, he go dey bend
down. Any president that wants to survive, like Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, must hold his speaker and his Senate president very closely, like he's holding us. That is the truth. Recently, he conferred on us GCON, two of us, Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. Whether he loved it or not, he did it. Because you must hold the two chambers together. Gentlemen, am I speaking your mind? So, I don't know what is happening in Rivers State, but I do hope that the successor to Nyesom Wike realizes the fact that no matter how the bird flies, the legs are pointing to the ground. Something must be done. Today is not for politics, today is for Nyesom Wike. But sometimes I wonder, as a politician, I would never have been the governor, given the resources of Rivers State. And then I disagree with my house, and I'm not able to poach at least one member out of the other group. So if I don't do that, it means there is something wrong with my political philosophy. So I don't care what people say, but we must try to stop this politics of betrayal and politics of treasury, because it does not even allow for good succession. Yes. Prof, in everything you said here, the word that was missing was sustainability. You can have sustainability in good policies and governance when the person taking over from you is interested in not destroying you alone, but destroying everything that you did. In my state, they used to go to even the airport I built and remove the plaque. I commissioned a road, they will go and move it so that my name would not be there again. But you know, if you're a politician, note, you must have a position. As people oppose you, there are also the footprints and the steps that you use to go higher. When you serve with dedication, with passion, and with godliness, with open heart, God would eventually and certainly lift you higher. And that is my prayer today for you. Nyesom Wike, you are not the minister of FCT by chance. It is a reward for the hard work that you put in Rivers State when you were the governor. After, come and ask me, and I will tell you. When men say there's a casting down, God upstairs says, no, there's a lifting up. It doesn't lift you up because you know how to abuse people. It lifts you up because he knows your heart, that your heart is pure. I was discussing with some of my colleague senators, and I said, I don't know how somebody will quarrel with a man like this. If he shouts here, even while we are sitting there, by the time I get to that door, he has forgotten. He will be the one to carry the phone and call me and say, so when are you coming to the house for lunch? And he has forgotten that we quarrel. Then I'll tell him after the quarrel. So I had a singular opportunity. Just let me tell you, for the good people of Rivers State, why I supported this man to be governor. One of the reasons was that I came to my state and I did what they call underground pipe jacking drainage system, where pipes were going 40 feet below the houses and going from one location. One was about 10.8 kilometers. a place called Itam Junction that was permanently flooded for almost 39 years. If you go there now, it's a tourist attraction. We fly over with everything. Then the underground pipe checking drainage system that enable even the infrastructure. The roads are built to last 14 years after without a single pothole in Akpabio. This man entered under the underground pipe checking drainage system. He stood there. After a while, I turned and I saw tears in his eyes. And I said, Honourable Minister, what is the problem? He said, if I'm ever given the opportunity to be governor of Rivers State, I'll turn Rivers State around. So it wasn't a surprise to me when you came here, and even we in the APC, I remember the then Vice President came here, and the first thing he said after going around, he just turned to you and said, Mr. Project, you are not the one that gave yourself that name. It is not your party that even recognized that. I don't think your party is capable of recognizing people who work hard. It is only the APC that has that capacity to recognize people who work hard. That is why the APC fished you out and brought you out and gave you the Federal Capital Territory. And the difference is very clear. I live in Asokoro. And then there was this, overhead bridge. If you are coming from the villa, and then you cross it to Asokoro. In fact, my brother, I have to be honest, you are a miracle worker. You know, minister after minister, for over 20 years, that place remained like that. When you came in and you started your Wike magic, I didn't know how. One day I passed there, and I shouted at my boys. I said, where are you taking me to? And they said, we are going to the house. I said, stop. This is not the way to the house. I said, sir, you know he closed this place for about 2 weeks or so. This is what he has produced. So I came out of the car and I went to inspect it. May God bless you and your generation. People, you can't have it all. You must have a few people who will criticize you. But just to say, Prof would know that Lee Kuan Yew, the man that turned Singapore from third world to first world, he used to arrest some of his enemies. Whenever he wanted to bring down a structure, they would shout. Then he would lock them up. 2-3 years later, he would bring the same person out and say, what you are seeing here? Say, 18 stories. Don't you like it? Say, yeah, Mr. President, this is wonderful. He said, you can now go home. I had to lock you up in order to bring this because I must change the status of Singapore. It's not easy for you to change a place. One of my senators yesterday, Senator Ashiru, had to stand up in Parliament and shouted. I said, we can't hamstring this man. We must allow him to transform the FCT from a slum into a capital city. And if you know the man I'm talking about, you'll be amazed. I did not expect such outbursts from him because he's a very quiet man. But I think it was more out of anger. So, my brother, only one thing that I have done, I've discovered today, I've discovered that you are celebrating your 60th birthday. And I can't remember when I celebrated 60. So I can only say that from today, you have to give me respect. So, I'm your senior brother. Not because I'm Senate President, because I'm your senior by age. So happy birthday. So my junior brother, yes, you're wicked. So my dear friends, and great women of Rivers State, great women of Rivers State, great mothers of Rivers State, here is your son, in whom we are all well pleased. God will bless the women of Rivers State for producing a son like this Wike. I don't want to say anything today, but let me quickly just give a brief address. So, dear friends gathered today, we are here as members of the National Assembly, you know, including the chairman of FCT in the House of Reps, Betera, Right Honorable Betera, everybody knows him, to celebrate not just the years in your life, but to celebrate the life in your life. Yes, on Wike, we are not celebrating the years of your life. We are celebrating the life in your life. The life in the years that you have lived. Very powerful. We have come to honor not just the duration of your life, but the donation of your life to humanity, and the countless ways that you have enriched the lives of others, the Rivers State people, Nigerians as a whole. I know a lot of people who have given testimonies of how you have touched them in various states of the Federation. Continue to be a humanist and a Nigerian patriot. Born in the tumultuous year of 1967, when the fabric of our nation was being tested in the fires of conflict. Maybe that is what is happening, that is what is influencing you. That was the year you were born. When the fabric of our nation was being tested, you emerged, not in the safety of calm waters, but amidst the storm itself, when Nigeria was just beginning the war. So the war entered inside you. But the war of what? The war of transformation. The war of infrastructural renaissance. And the war of love for Rivers State. I would have told them the story of how you love them, but I won't go far today. And then, if the Rivers people do not appreciate you, please begin to love Akpabio State. But we appreciate you. Niger Delta, we appreciate you. South, we appreciate you. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, appreciates your work and appreciates you. The government of the APC, we appreciate you. I've seen the National Secretary of APC, Sam Dadi, and he was, PDP. Sam at the time was the policeman of the Senate in the Senate. I've seen the Deputy National Chairman and all. I don't know. It's good that you came, but the truth is that PDP, you don't deserve a man like Wike now. You don't. That's why we are all waiting to grab him. So continue with those who will continue to betray. I should continue with those who continue to betray. You might have chosen to arrive in a more tranquil times, but instead you bravely came forth into the fray when Nigeria was at war. It is perhaps this very fortitude that has shaped your character, allowing you to rise like an eagle, soaring high above the tempest that besets us. As a two-term governor, you have been a leader of the people, a visionary who acts with purpose, and a great friend whose care for others knows no bounds. Your dedication to uplifting communities as a governor, now as an honorary minister of the FCT, you've been a minister before, but this particular one is very impactful, has left serious marks, indelible marks, upon our nation's history. The bridges you have constructed, both of steel and of spirit, stand as testaments to your commitments to progress and unity. I recognize the fire within you long before you even stepped into public arena as chairman of Akpabio local government area. You were indeed a great secret waiting to be unveiled for the nation to behold. Your contributions to the political landscape of Nigeria, particularly during your governorship years, shine like a beacon of hope. Many would rather say that you have done better now as minister than when you were governor. But I can tell you, your character is to continue to improve upon your performance. You are now fighting to challenge yourself. I became an uncommon governor. I did this, I did that. Each time I look at you, I keep pleading with you, don't overdo. Allow my record to still remain, but I can see that you are very determined to break my record. So, your charismatic leadership and staunch advocacy for the rights of your constituents have focused on the pillars of infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Your passion for sports, I won't mention Real Madrid. Your passion for sports, particularly football, and your commitment to nurturing the talents of our youth reflect your unwavering belief in the potential of the next generation of Nigerians. You have earned a reputation, my brother, as a leader of uncompromising integrity, speaking truth in every facet of life, even to higher authorities. Circumstances will not allow me to unwind most of the things that you have had to say, but one of them will be that agreement is agreement.
Agreement is agreement, yo. Jai. Agreement is agreement, yo.
Let us not forget on this auspicious occasion the steadfast support of your beloved wife, Her Excellency Mrs. Wike. She has stood beside you through trials and triumphs alike. Her strength and encouragement complementing your leadership in extraordinary ways. Together, you exemplify a partnership that inspires countless souls. Growing that love and unity can elevate a leader's impact to unparalleled height. I salute your wife, I salute your son, I salute your family for sacrificing you to Nigeria. Now let us take a moment to appreciate your infectious spirit, which has the power to lighten the gravest of situations with your wit and your charm. Sometimes you shout, sometimes you dance, and only a lot of people do not know that you have the best dance steps in Africa among the politicians. You remind us that politics is not merely a realm of policies and procedures. It is also the core value of politics is all about the people, about laughter, about comradeship, about remembering your friends, but not forgetting your enemies, and the shared joy of community and communal living. May this birthday, my brother, bring you as much joy as you have bestowed upon many others. And may you embrace even more adventures, more successes, and an ever-increasing momentum in your noble service to our beloved fatherland. Here is to another year of making a difference, inspiring change, and of course, sharing that signature smile that you are known for, that warms our hearts and makes us to continue to get attracted to you. On my part, I won't say it, but I will know that my colleagues will permit me. You happen to be the only minister I've had the privilege of visiting. I come to your house even when you are not expecting me. So I apologize. I'm not supposed to visit a minister. So I apologize for visiting just a weekend. Two of you are doing so well in the cabinet. I know other ministers will join. Tunji Ojo, Olububi Ojo, Minister of Interior, is doing so well. You are also a great shining example. My brother, Honorable Minister Patel, in health, is doing so well. We very soon will ask you for your records because we are the ones who are citing you, so we can say these things. But I can tell you that history will record your name positively in this country at the end of your tenure. Happy birthday, Your Excellency, my dear brother. It is my fervent prayer that the years ahead will be filled with even more splendid moments, and that the remainder of your journey on earth be more glorious than the past. This is our prayer. And because of the fact that the government, not the government, somebody has sabotaged the air conditioning system, I will beg to stop at this point. But to assure you that no matter whether we are in heat or in air condition, Nyesom Wike remains the same. May God Almighty protect you, grant you more wisdom, grant you good health, and grant you the enablement, not just to serve the good people of Rivers State you love so much, but to continue to put smiles on the faces of all Nigerians. Thank you for what you are doing in FCT. And on behalf of the President of Nigeria, I want to say, right on, great Nyesom Wike, Mr. Project. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. The Senate President, with all the senators,
will be stepping down to unveil the book. Your name is Yahweh.